So just be prepared. We've got the wall of dust rolling into the city of Lubbock, and we'll continue to monitor this. Just dirt and dust for us, high winds as well. The tornado threat still back in Kent County. That storm is bearing down on Jayton. It's still a very strong mesocyclone associated with it. We still have some at least 2-inch size hail, if not larger. The storm may have decreased slightly in intensity, but you still need to stay in your safe area, wherever that may be, whether that's your bathroom, your closet, basement, cellar, hallway. Just turn up the volume here at News Channel 11. That way you can hear us telling you what's going on as far as any weather issues with that, and we'll keep you up to date on the latest, the large hail associated with it. So Jayton indicated here on our Super Doppler HD3. This is the leading edge of the storm. Highway 70, as I mentioned, winds its way down into Jayton, eventually ends up in the Floyd County area, but it's along that highway. That's where the core of this storm is, Highway 70. It is moving south and southeast, about to move into the city of Jayton. Quick reminder, thunderstorm warning still in effect for Garza and Kent County. Obviously, tornado warning in effect for the southeastern corner of Kent County. Very, very strong thunderstorm here. Farm to Market Road 1228, one of the markers on kind of the southwest part of the storm. Then along Highway 380 leading into Jayton. North of that, and US 380 leading south of that. Main thing is those run in the Jayton area, but it's along Highway 70 where the last reports of a potential tornado were indicated as it drifts to the south and southeast towards Jayton. So again, I know we're dwelling a lot on this particular thunderstorm, but in this case, we're not sure if there's a rain-wrapped tornado there. If it is, it could be a very large tornado, a very dangerous tornado. So that's why we're emphasizing for the folks in Jayton to seek shelter immediately. And you're also looking here, we've got a dual view here for you. This is our tower cam. The other screen image beside me here, that's on our tower cam showing that haboob rolling into the city of Lubbock. As soon as we see any wind speeds, we'll let you know what they are. And if we get any indications from the National Weather Service in Lubbock, we'll be able to pick up the wind speeds. The dust is almost here at News Channel 11. We're located in the southeast loop 289 near Highway 84. But keep in mind for Jayton, that strong storm is now literally rolling into Jayton, and I haven't seen anything new. We don't know for sure what is going on in Kent County or around Jayton. Storm spotters, we don't have any new information from folks on that, and we don't have any new information from the Weather Service. I just want you to know that if you're in the Jayton area, just stay in your safe shelter, stay where you're protected from this severe thunderstorm. In case there is a large tornado associated with it, it'll be very close or it could impact the city of Jayton. So you just need to stay where you are at this point. Hopefully you've got the volume up. You'll be able to hear us. If you lose power, just stay where you are until you have the clearing, and then you'll have an idea of what is going on. Let's see here. We've got, there is a webcam at Overton Hotel down here in Lubbock, and that is obviously downtown Lubbock. We've got an indication. I'm obviously talking about the city of Lubbock right now. Visibility dropping rapidly as that haboob rolls into the city. So again, I'm kind of jumping between Lubbock and Jayton. The biggest concern, obviously, is with Jayton because we have potential tornado near that community, but also for all of our viewers here in Lubbock, I want to let you know there is a strong haboob rolling into the city. That's going to drop those visibilities to less than 1 mile, maybe near zero. I know the winds had dropped the visibilities near zero between Southland and Slayton and Post just a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago. So there is some strong winds with this haboob coming in. There's also low visibilities associated with this haboob. We have a dust storm warning that has just been issued because of that haboob for Crosby County, Hale County, Lubbock County, obviously till 6 o'clock, Garza and Lynn County until 6 p.m. That is the outflow boundary we showed you earlier. This all generated initially with thunderstorms up in Oklahoma. That led to the outflow boundary associated with the frontal boundary coming in, then the new thunderstorm that developed in Floyd County 2 hours ago, actually about 3 hours ago. So that has allowed this strong outflow boundary to develop and move into the city of Lubbock. So dust storm warnings in effect for our region because visibilities in that case may drop to near zero. Your wind speeds, we're still waiting to see on that. We'll be able to check in a few minutes what the Weather Service wind gust has been. And also I'll keep an eye on it here at News Channel 11. We're actually just ahead of that. We have jumped to 102 degrees here in the city of Lubbock, just to let you know. Now, back around Jayton, again, strong to severe thunderstorm, possible tornado indicated earlier. We still don't know for sure, based on Weather Service information, if there's a tornado with this. This could be a rain-wrapped tornado moving into that community. So the best thing you can do is stay safe and secure as you watch that. We also have two screens, one for the folks in the Jayton community to watch. We're looking at mean radial velocity. Typically, you're going to see the inflow winds, the color difference between the green and the red showing you've got inflow winds outflow winds. Basically, that gives you circulation, which indicates a tornado, and it still looks very favorable for a tornado to be associated with this. Maybe, based on our Doppler, if there is one, it may just be northeast of Jayton. It's kind of hard to tell. We've got so much moisture to deal with visually on this, but there is still a tornado warning in effect for another 15 minutes time-wise, so you'll know for the Kent County area, moving on down towards Stonewall County. Still some mesocyclone, fairly strong, 7. Still have some large hail with that, 2 inches in diameter. So again, a tornado warning in effect still for the Jayton area, possibly extended later on towards Aspermont. But for folks in Jayton, I know we have a lot of viewers there. I know I've talked a lot about it. But again, if you're in your safe area, just stay there a little bit longer. The way this storm is moving at 15 to 20 miles an hour, it's going to be clear of your area in a few minutes, and hopefully if there is a tornado with that, it's going to miss the community, but it's really just hard to tell at this point. Let me check here. The Weather Service said there's been a wind gust to 65 miles per hour at the Jayton Texas Tech Mesonet station. That is just north of that community, and that was around 5 o'clock, so very strong winds indicated there. And again, it's going to show up on the indications on the wind chart here in a minute, but winds very strong as that storm approached Jayton, up to 65 miles an hour with that particular thunderstorm moving into that community. So Doppler radar shows, again, that intense thunderstorm moving into Jayton. It definitely has some very large hail with it, anywhere from 2 inches, golf ball size, up to 3 inches a little bit earlier. We had a similar storm in Floyd and Crosby County, producing hail from golf ball to tennis ball size hail. New update here, and we hope that's correct there, or one of the storms, we'll go back to that one, again was indicating 2-inch size hail. I didn't catch where that other hail was there for a second there, Steve. When you were looking at 1-inch size hail, that is back up north of Jayton, so maybe the storm has weakened just a little bit, and it looks like if you get closer to Jayton, you've got 2.5-inch size hail, very strong mesocyclone. You may remember when we looked at our mean radial velocity, this is the most favored area if there is a tornado, and with the mesocyclone rotation around it. So that is very close to the community of Jayton. We're not sure if it's impacting Jayton. Obviously, the last reports we had were very strong winds coming into Jayton, breaking tree limbs, and also sheet metal flying through the air. So that was about 30 or 45 minutes ago. Here at News Channel 11, we have just jumped up to a wind of 30 miles an hour. We've had a top wind gust of 33. That's associated with a haboob. We have a northeast wind coming in with that haboob. That's why the dust has settled into the Lubbock area. That's why the dust will continue to roll through the city of Lubbock right now, dropping visibilities. And we've actually dropped 10 degrees with that northeast wind. We've gone from 102 degrees down to 92 degrees. We'll let you know what the gust has been at the airport as soon as we get one. But right now, again, we'll remind you for another 15 minutes, there is still a tornado warning in effect for this particular thunderstorm in the Jayton community. There's our haboob indicating the dust rolling into the city of Lubbock, or dust storm if you prefer that word, rolling in. There is a dust storm warning for Lubbock County, parts around the South Plains, I believe Crosby County and Garza County. Look back up here again, Crosby, Hale, Lubbock, Garza, and Lynn County all have a dust storm warning because of the reduced visibility and the strong winds associated with this particular thunderstorm. And again, outflow boundary pulling in here, and it was earlier thunderstorms actually producing our dust, but our concern with these thunderstorms, again, over in the Dickens County area, severe thunderstorm warning north of the community of Spur and Dickens. Still a quite strong storm near Spur, not tornadic in activity, but still strong. It may have some hail associated with it. It is just east of White River Lake. Looks like some 1-inch size hail associated with that particular thunderstorm. Near the community of McAdoo, a very heavy thunderstorm indicated there. Then back to the southeast, it looks like southeast of Spur, still around the community of Jayton. We have indications of a very strong to severe thunderstorm occurring there. Nothing new as far as any data around the community of Jayton, but we continue to caution you, advise you just to stay in a safe area for a little bit longer. Still have indications of at least 2-inch size hail with this particular thunderstorm. Wind gust, we know from the Texas Tech Mesonet side, has been up to 65 miles an hour, if not stronger. We still have quite a bit of rotation, a mesocyclone with this thunderstorm. So again, this is all in and around Kent County, extreme southeastern corner of Kent County, near the community of Jayton. Very strong winds indicated with this storm along Highway 70. Here's the community of Girard, heavy rainfall. There may still be some hail occurring there. The storm reaches all the way down to the community of Jayton. It is drifting south 15 to 20 miles an hour. Still getting indications of very strong hail with that particular thunderstorm, and a tornado warning remains in effect for that. I keep checking over here to the Weather Service because they have a chat line. Let's see what we've got here. Weather Service radar still indicating a very strong low-level rotation. possibly a tornado with this storm. It is 4 miles north of Jayton, and this is as of 4:58, so about 3 to 4 minutes ago. It is moving south-southeast at 15 miles